today I'm going to be showing you my personal strategy on how to get high rounds on the new zombie map Revelations. It's a very easy spot. You don't have to train zombies or hit traps. All you have to do is get a few wonder weapons out of the box, an item, and then also a helmet that I'll show you how to get later on. So the first step we want to do is we want to get the Apothicon wonder weapon out of the box, and then we're going to upgrade it. But in order to upgrade it, we have to find these 5 tablets that are scattered in the sky throughout the map. The first tablet's going to be in Noct on the opposite side of the Apothicon worm. We're going to look up into the sky off to the left here, and then we're going to shoot it with the wonder weapon. And then in order to know that we did hit it, we'll see the black hole projectile swallow the tablet, and then after that animation's done, the tablet will disappear and we can move on to the next tablet. So the second stone is going to be over at Verrucht by the turret generator. It's going to be in the sky, pretty easy to see, as this one does not blend in as much as the other ones, and pretty much the same thing we did with the first one. We're going to check to make sure that we hit it. And these spots are a little bit tricky as there is some weapon sway with this gun. So just double check, make sure that the projectile actually swallowed the tablet before you move on. The next tablet's going to be over at Verrucht as well. It's going to be upstairs at the back teleport pad. This one's a little more difficult to see as it will blend in with that blue sun in the background. But what you're going to do is look up exactly where I do. It's a bigger stone, so it's not the hardest shot to hit, but it does blend in, which makes it kind of difficult to see at first. The fourth tablet's going to be right above Shangri-La's shrine right here. This one, early on in the game, I couldn't find it, so I don't know if it's just the textures didn't load in, but it's a easier stone to see as it really doesn't blend in as well. And then finally, fifth tablet's going to be over at Mob of the Dead turret generator. Just look up where I did, make sure you hit it, and it's time to move on to the next. The next thing we're going to work on is creating the Shadow Man helmet, which is going to give us permanent Staminup and permanent jug. It's going to let you take more hits, it's going to let you run faster, it's going to just make it a lot easier for you to get to the high rounds. So what you got to do is you got to come back into the Pack-a-Punch area. You have to wait for the green mist to come in, which takes usually like 5 minutes if you come in at the beginning of a new round. And then what you got to do is you got to kill every single different type of zombie in that green pool while the green mist is going on. You have to do it with the shield, and you can use the shield shot, which is really easy for taking out the Margwas and the bigger guys. So first off, there's an elemental Margwa. There's 3 different types. There's going to be a regular Margwa, there's going to be the purple one like you see on screen, then there's also going to be a fire one, which is going to be glowing red. These guys aren't too hard to take out when you got the shield because you do have the 3 shots of the shield blast, but what you're going to do is just train them up, get them in the center of that pool, and then you're going to shoot them, and then you're going to get some audio cues along the way. So the next thing I do is I come out, I kill a few of the Fury zombies, and I do get the audio cue after that. So now pretty much all I have to do is get the insect zombies, and then the keepers, and then also a panzer later on. So right now you just see me bashing the insects, which these guys are pretty annoying as they make it hard to see, but they don't really do a lot of damage to you, and it just takes 1 shield bash to kill them. So next I'm just training around this Margwa. I shoot the helmets, or not the helmets, excuse me, the heads off them. And I have the thunder gun, which makes it real easy. Just let them get close, just shoot off their heads, wait till you get to that final 3rd head. Just bring them back down to the pool, train them up, and then when they get to the center, hit them with the shield blast, and then you'll get another audio cue there. One thing that I forgot to do early on in the game was to get the wolf helmet, which is really easy. All you got to do is go to Der Eisendrock, throw a grenade right above where I'm standing in the open hole, and then a skull's going to fall out. Basically, all you have to do is get kills in 0 gravity mode right by the skull. It's going to collect the souls. You're going to see like the blue souls go in, and it's really easy if you have the Apothicon Servant or the Arnie's or the Thunder Gun. Just stand there, get kills, and then you'll hear a howl in the background. That'll give you the audio cue that the wolf helmet is done, and that's going to give you Staminup, which makes it a lot easier to train in the Pack-a-Punch area. At this point in the game, you're going to have plenty of money saved up, so if you already don't have the Ragnarok gravity spikes or the little Arnie's, go ahead and try and go back to the mystery box. As you see, I got them on screen there. Then I come back to the Pack-a-Punch area. I have to kill a few more keepers with the shield. And then people did say that you have to get headshots on the keepers. I don't think that's the case. I was using the wonder weapons the whole time, so there's no headshots being gotten there. And I was using the shield. So I think all you have to do is get shield kills. So if people say you have to get headshots, I don't think that's the case because I ended up getting the Shadow Man mask without getting any headshots on the keepers. After killing the keeper with the shield and killing those other zombies, I came back over to the stage trying to find my wolf helmet that I created earlier, and to my surprise there's actually the Margwa helmet done. You'll see the wolf helmet here on the left and the Margwa helmet on the right. The wolf head gives you the extra stamina up, and the Margwa mask is what gives you the Juggernaut. So I took that, And then we're going to come back to the Pack-a-Punch area, and I'm going to actually shut up for a second so you can hear the audio cue for the final helmet.
That's not a big enough shot to even make a
After you get that final audio cue, you can head back to the stage and pick up your Shadow Man's mask, and this is going to give you the permanent Staminup and Juggernaut. It makes you do 50% more damage to all types of zombies. You take 33% less damage. It's overall the best mask in the game up to this point. So right now what we're doing here is we're upgrading the little Arnie's. After you get your 150 kills, you just throw them up into this church window. People said you had to get all 3 in. As you can see, I choked on the first 2, made the 3rd. And I do get them upgraded. You can see them going back to the inventory. So don't listen to the people that tell you you need to hit all 3. I only hit 1 and I got mine upgraded. And then if you don't have them already, go back to the mystery box and try and get the Ragnarok DG4 gravity spikes. And after that, I'm all set up. I got the upgraded Thunder Gun, upgraded Apothicon Servant. I got the gravity spikes and the upgraded Little Arnie's. Pretty much all you gotta do is come back to the spot on the bottom floor of Verrucht at the launch pad. The launch pad's going to protect zombies from coming in behind you and killing you. Pretty much anytime you get the gravity spikes all the way charged up, put them down. You can either slam, but at the higher rounds, you have to be right on top of the zombies to kill them, and it knocks them back if they're not close enough to you. Pick up the gravity spikes when you're done. I usually shoot an Apothicon Servant shot right over it. Usually only takes 2 or 3 shots to recharge the gravity spikes, and then you're ready to pretty much just rinse and repeat the process. And one thing that you want to have is you want to have the alchemical antithesis gobblegum on. That's just in case you run low on ammo. And personally for me, I only had to use it once in 30 some rounds of playing once I got set up. Max ammo's dropped once or twice around, so that really wasn't a problem, but it's always nice just to have that in case something happens where you only have 1 or 2 shots left. And then with the gravity spikes, just put them down or slam them wherever you feel comfortable. This was a nice spot for me. Putting them in the bottom left corner here really killed all the zombies coming through the main room, and then surprisingly, the ones at the window, they'd catch the end of the gravity spikes and they'd always die, so that was one of the easier spots for me to put it down. When you put it down in the middle of the path, sometimes zombies go through and you gotta waste a few Thunder Gun shots. Pick up the Ragnarok DG4s again, shoot a Apothicon Servant shot or Zeus Cannon until you get the gravity spikes charged up. And then pretty much all you gotta do is sit here. You never have to run around unless you want to go collect a max ammo. It's been the easiest spot I've found so far. You don't have to train, like I said before. You don't have to turn on any traps. Then zombies that do come through, you're going to have Widow's Wine. That's one of the perks that you do want to have. I should probably touch on that now. I am just playing on this PlayStation account. I don't have any perkaholics or anything like that. So the people that you see have 8 or 9 perks on to get the high rounds. In this spot, you don't need it. Pretty much all you want is Juggernaut, Sleight of Hand. You want Quick Revive in case you do go down, and then finally you want Widow's Wine. You don't need Double Tap because you're not using any bullet guns. And then on screen you can see I got the Deadshot Daiquiri perk, but that was from doing the wall run on top of Dryzadrock for the free perk, so that really wasn't helpful to me in any way. And then if you want Mule Kick, I guess you could get it, but personally I like to switch just between 2 guns. It's a lot easier in case you do get trapped. And then I'm going to be quiet so you can see how the end of the game happened. Leave a like on the video, then comment below. Tell me how far you've gotten in the video. Until next time, see ya.
I will make massive meat mountain from your corpses.
I should have prestige before this.
Time allows.
Literally would have enough XP to prestige. Zombies.
Like bloodied wheat before bloodied sight.
Enough XP from this game to do it. I just have to use
Your numbers mean
literally
nothing.
cannot
You are of no significance. May your fallen corpses
No, it happened!
Did you die?
No, the game froze! It happened! RIP, bro!